together so we can share good thoughts about what we're doing. It's really hard for me to interpret and switch to English in my language, but I'm doing what I think, you know, because a lot of our people lost the language. So those that are here that understand really want to hear it. So Guksham, and I'll let Bart share a little as well. And we have a little thing that we want to do after as well, is to welcome you and share a song and share what we have to offer for the greatest thanks for all these people that are working here, all the workers, Guksham, thank you. All the ones that are here and you're sharing the chair here, Guksham. And thank you for being here. And also, I've never been so happy to have this sort of thing happening for our people. Our young people need this. Guksham. Okay.
I'm lazy. Hey, where's that thing that you can read from? I'm lazy. I don't want to think about nothing. Okay, we don't have one, so I guess I gotta get into my cobwebs and figure out something entertaining and something that's gonna disturb your misery, because I'm good at wrecking that. That's my job as a guardian and somebody who has been trained all his life. I got no education, but you want to talk about how to protect animals out there, or spend 9 years building a creek to bring the salmon back, or replanting all the plants that protect us and heal us and feed us, and look after the water and try to bring some beavers back, and you know, find all the oldest ways to say prayer of how to live a good life. We have enough misery, we have enough hardships, and definitely, this is the land that we spilt the most blood on. This is the land we buried the most people on. So I think I have a right to defend this land and to be the best caretaker, even though I'm the worst young cub you could find. I may not be the best. I'm not even probably a man yet, because I think the people haven't decided, you know. I want to earn that right. I want to be able to live a good life and become the best human being to help all of our relatives. I want to speak for them really loud while they're still here. I don't want them to become a story. I want our children and children for 3,000 years. I want to see a long promise. And I think all of us are responsible to make sure that happens, because every one of you's got a unique gift. Your light will cast upon all those around you when you come into places like this. So every one of you is just as important as your leaders. Without you, there is no leaders, because all of you are the ones that do the work. You're the ones that we do it for. We speak for you, but it's your heart, your gift, and most of all of our songs and our stories and our way of life just tells you how to live in this land in the best of its ways, because these stories have been here for long as the human being has walked in these valleys. And there are footsteps that have many, many other baby footsteps replacing and making sure those footsteps stay here as a reminder. But in order to remember and practice the best of ways, we have to acknowledge people that make things like this possible. And we want you to be the witnesses to these things. And we want you to take home your contribution, because every time you have a gathering like this, There are many ancestors that brought you here, your grandparents and their grandparents before them. And we got to remember them. I've seen so many young and old faces, and right now, I want to remember all the people that I sang songs with, or I went to fight for the land, or we tried to find lost children. And there's just so many different fights, and one person can't do it alone. So when we talk like this, we're asking all of you to contribute. We don't want to condone the violences and the crimes and the poor leaderships across the continents. What we have to do is go deep into our heart. And when you look at your children or your relatives, we remind ourselves that all of you that contribute can make a difference. If we stand unified, if we stand on this land as brothers and sisters like it was meant to be, you're all my relatives. So all of you are just as responsible. It doesn't matter wherever you walk on Mother Earth, you're still one of our children. You're all caretakers, and we're all responsible in your own way. I know that there's many jobs to do. That's why you're all here. So I would like to call upon Mika and Josh. Surprise, surprise. Josh. He needs to be here. Well, if somebody can get Josh in here, we're going to continue. So I'm going to get my mother to do a presentation. It's okay. We'll get somebody else to come up and replace it.
Crystal right now and do a welcome from Splatsin. We're going to wait for Joss and let Crystal welcome you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Splatsin. Welcome to Splatsin Centre. My name is Crystal Morris, also known as Spechia from Sartlip, and Melistia from here at Splatsin. So on behalf of Cookbee and Kwamipla, which is the chief and council here of the community, welcome. We hope you enjoy your day into the evening, and feel free to call others to join you here. There's some open seating, and I want to say and recognize the Confluence. It's amazing to have music brought to communities that travel around, and the concept behind bringing the Confluence to Splatsin. And one thing I want to mention is when this initiative started and we began discussions with Mika about 6 months ago, I was trying to conceptualize what the Confluence was. And I was in meetings all week, but we heard the music happening. We heard the laughter. We seen the healing happening amongst this group and amongst the performers. And what I do want to say is, and I'm getting goosebumps because just thinking about the type of healing that's going to happen today for all of you because of the hard work that they have done here since Wednesday. This, right from the setup and the stage crew and the lights and the food sovereignty that was brought in to community is so heartwarming. And knowing that it's come from a good place. It came from their hearts to help heal our communities. And to me, that's what music is about. Music is about healing us. So when I was asked to speak, I thought, can I get up in front of a group and speak today? Because when my mom, Adele, has taught me is to speak from the heart. And sometimes that's hard because I want to take a piece of paper and read from that because it's so much easier. And with the healing that I needed and received from Natanis, who's going to come on later to explain, that part of the reasoning behind it is when you lose somebody close to you, it's, do you want to be around people? It's a little bit hard. So this is the perfect time for me and the perfect place where I needed to be, is a place of healing, knowing the foundation was set right from the groundwork to the artist being chosen, to the food, to the artisans who have brought their goods here for sale, to all of you joining us inside Splatsin Centre. So what I want to say is Cook's Jam for coming today and joining us. And I look forward to the performances. And one other thing that we wanted to make an announcement to the Confluence. So Chief and Council had their meeting, or Cook and Kwemipel had their meeting a couple weeks ago, and we didn't get to formally make an announcement to Mika that we're contributing $1,500 to the rental of the facility. So as a sponsorship to bringing this to our community, we felt it was important to also bring the healing but contribute to the hard work that they're doing. So thank you again, welcome, and enjoy your day.
Now that Joss is back, sorry. We're really closely related here, Mika and I and Bart. I'm her auntie, and this is her brother-in-law, so we've known the family for a long time. And I just wanted to acknowledge that fact because it shows how we're related when we say, oh, my relation. We're related all over the place. And so I wanted to take this time out and really honor Mika and
I ask you all to rise.
I want to offer this for their hard work, kindness, caring, loving, sharing, everything positive you can think about because they need to be acknowledged. Because I know they have a long road to go and they've been at this for a while, and I think they really deserve it, Guksham.
It's not often that an eagle can live as long as it does, and when it gives us the privilege and remind us of things high and low. When I was doing the smudging this morning, I want to tell you how significant and meaningful. It's not just a feather. I was having a hard time of the many times I was traveling, searching, harvesting, and praying that I could get certain type of eagle feathers for certain kinds of ceremonies that I've participated in, that I believe in, and that were handed down. And it was to the point where I was almost going to give up. I went up to a place called 100 Mile House, and I found this huge eagle nest atop of an old pine. And I just fell to my knees, hoping that I could find any of the feathers I needed. because I know healing and praying and telling stories and singing and honoring our people, it's not a common thing. It takes sometimes a lifetime. There's many people that have never earned an eagle feather. Some people have done remarkable things and have never been recognized. And I witnessed burying those people without being recognized. It should be. And that's how sacred things like this are. We don't want these two young people not to know. We don't care. We don't want them to be forgotten when it's too late. So, when I was going through that moment on my knees, all of a sudden, a male bald eagle flew up under the tree where I was kneeling. And for some reason, took pity on me. It reached back and pulled out a tail feather and dropped it. So I can't tell you that I'm a remarkable person in any of those ways, but I can tell you that all our relatives out there are working very hard to make sure that we have this life. And it's a reminder why we do these things and why we talk this way. It's not just those animals. They all have names. They all have families. We just don't know them because we don't spend no time with them. And before it's too late, we don't want them to be a picture up on the wall that what could have been. No, we're going to honor these two people today. We want them to know they are worthy. And that we, the elders or the knowledge keepers, have that right. And why we're going to honor them is because we're going to ask of you to be the witness. What they're doing here represents hope, joy. We have enough pains and sorrows. There isn't a person in this room that doesn't understand, that I can't misinterpret what that means. We all have wars and you know, a lot of people that are carrying a lot of our experience in the pain. Today we ask people to leave that behind. Practice joy, practice love. Let's stay away from wars. Let's stay away from providing our leadership of breaking that unity. There's a lot of joy in these valleys, and we just need to stick together. So we're going to bless these two with a traditional song. And we want you to say all your prayers and let go of all of those hard things. Let's see if we can bring joy into the days, because our children need to watch us. jam. Sorry, that was only from the top 10.
Not gonna lie, I did not see that one coming. I am truly and utterly honored to be gifted with an eagle feather in my culture. The eagle is the eyes of the Creator. And when you get an eagle feather, it's one of the greatest gifts you could ever receive. And I'm feeling that today. And I just, what a moment. This whole event has been one of the most special gatherings I've ever been a part of, and I'm just so happy to be here and to serve this great vision for Mika. Right now, I'm going to turn it over to Mika Morgan, and I'm going to leave and go cry a little more and wipe my face. Thank you.
That was very, very special, and I'm so honored to call Auntie Juliana Auntie and my uncle Bart. I'd like to call upon Natanis Dejarle and Ruby Dennis. They have some beautiful offerings. Natanis is she's a goddess. I don't even know how to describe her. There's no words for Natanis, but she had this incredible food, indigenous foods that were in the front yesterday, and she had to take them down last night. But I want her to explain the mixture that we have here and what we have been asked to do.
Good morning, or afternoon. Yesterday, late at night, I had a time by the fire, and that's a sacred fire. And the fire that was lit in this time that we have in this space together is sacred. And which brought medicine to gift to everyone here. And in this medicine bundle, we have the sage that was a gift to me by a beautiful young woman that spoke yesterday, Red Sun. And she had gifted me the sage that she harvested in Manitoba. The sweetgrasses in this bundle comes from the Kaniasik in northern Saskatchewan. It's a camp that is revitalizing their culture and their language and their land practices by Kevin Lewis, a gift. The tobacco in this bundle comes from an elder that is part of an organization that is about Keep It Sacred, about the tobacco teachings, and is a tobacco protector and a tobacco elder. And they gifted this tobacco to me last summer. So in this bundle is this tobacco. And then the cedar comes from our territory that was harvested by myself and came from the New Channel territory on the west coast of Vancouver Island, of those big, beautiful cedar trees. From there is in this bundle. And when I was preparing this bundle, this beautiful, beautiful woman come up to me, and she had added to the bundle. And I said, you have to tell the story of the medicine that's going to be in here. And because it's all important by the people who harvest it and how it was done and where it comes from. This medicine has a story that will be shared with you. And we'll go around, and each one of you will have a little bit of this bundle, and you can either keep it, hold on to it for whatever you need, and you could smell it and remember this night, this day, that we're all gonna spend together in this ceremony of music. And if you have to, if there's a prayer for somebody else that you're holding on to, you take the bundle and you go to the sacred fire and you let it so that it reaches them. And maybe it's a prayer just for yourself that you need to carry on with all the work that you do in your community. And you bring that bundle and you can burn it in that sacred fire and it'll hear your message. So I'll pass this to Ruby Dennis to share what else is in the bundle.
Hi, Martha Johnston, this is Ruby Marie from, I'm from the Splatsin Nation, and I'm Dakef. Every year I get asked to carry the medicines for the MMIW in Vancouver. I've been doing it probably for the last 8 years, and I'm asked because I'm a two-spirit person, and so the medicine all comes from everyone. Like when just before the march, people just come over and donate like sage, from grounded sage, probably from around the Merritt area, and then the buffalo sage from probably like Alberta and Saskatchewan. I don't know everyone's name that adds to the pile, so what we end up doing is just mixing it all up into a big, huge paper bag or like cedar basket, and we hand it out at, lay down at every spot for the MMIW. If you've ever been there, you know that we stop in different places all over where someone is being remembered that has, so this medicine is a very special medicine, and I was gifted by my friend Robbie Hong for the Four Feathers Two Spirit Society. He gave me diamond willow, and so we added that, and that's a fungus. So that's my story.
So we'll be coming around and giving you an offerings for the ceremony is begun for all day.
Oh, Cook's Jam, that's so beautiful. Thank you. Put some down. I'd like to call upon our beautiful Mexika representatives, Anna and Leo. We've been doing some beautiful work to enact the Eagle and the Condor teachings, and they help us so much to understand and enact those teachings. So without further ado, please welcome Anna and Leo.
Piyalinokniwa, no toca Ana, Iguan Leo, Nochan Mexico. Good morning, my brothers and sisters. My name is Ana and Leo. We came from Mexico. Tlazokamati, thank you. We want to offer all the work of this day, all the music of this day, all the joy, for all the times that we have been going through all these years, all these more than 500 years. For many time, our identity was hid, was mute, was forbidden. And I find us very blessed to be today here celebrating, dancing, singing with you all. I reflect myself, I reflect my people in all of you. When I see you dancing, when I see you talking your language, when I see you singing, when I see you working, when I see you fishing, it's just the reflection of all of us too. Also, when I see and when I listen the pain that you have been going through, I remember my people. So I want to offer this dance to all the elders here and also to all the elders that are not here. We want to keep their voices alive. We want to keep alive the language, the ways of living. That's the only thing that is going to make us continue. That's the only thing that is going to keep us warm in these different times. So, Telaso Kamati, Kuksham, thank you all of you. We're gonna do a bird dance. And this is for you, Telaso Kamati.
Give it up for Anna and Leo again. Wow. I feel like every time they do that, it just clears everything that needs to be cleared. Thank you so much. I'm really honored to invite these next beautiful artists to our beautiful stage here. We met them through our work with the Ethnomusicologist Centre. So for those of you that don't know, our first Confluence was virtual, and then our last two were at the Ethnomusicologist Centre in partnership with them, and it was an incredibly beautiful partnership. We all grew so much through it and got to know one another so greatly, and we were able to get to know the Syilx dancers. Has anyone seen the Syilx dancers before? Oh man, they're so beautiful. They're so absolutely beautiful. I'd like to call them on stage now, and I'd like to give them an opportunity to introduce themselves and their beautiful dances. So please welcome the Syilx dance group.
Chas chalhalti pi isnak sil, tali can limp puchiap, tali can limp can chikich, squeezed, scale squeeze kiksta, sense my squeeze Catherine Pierre, kuntos kloch taus, nachum kol cloud tum kiken moot, kikat kolsin pinkton, kin seal, kin Secwepemc. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Catherine Pierre. Really happy to be here. I love this conference and the Two Rivers Remix family, and I really want to give thanks for having us here. And we will be sharing what we know as the Patlatch dancing, which is our social dances. And to me, in my own healing journey, these dances really mean a lot to me to make our Indigenous joy visible. So the two songs that we will have queued up here is the Okanagan song, which is like a contemporary song, and we practice some movements that show what our stettet, our traditional responsibilities are in that song. And then we are doing the first half of the salmon song. And I'm going to step aside so my slacht here can introduce herself as well.
Wai pia yat I squeezed pia I samat squeezed Candace Gabriel. Kindle sin pinkton o linkameep. Dalkin lim kenala. Kewa dalkin lim kenala wipe chiap. Haskell halt. Tali khastis ba'u sapanam. So hello everybody. Isqail squeezed Pia, red-tailed hawk, Summit squeezed Candace Gabriel, and I am from Penticton and Oliver. I grew up between those two places, and I'm just really happy to be able to share a little bit with you all today, and just sharing the good energy that all these amazing people bring to you. And I thank you for coming, and for all the organizers and everybody taking care of the love and the energy and the art and everything that goes into making this so special. So lim lim.
Ah,
There it is. Oh, sorry, this is the earliest I've ever been late. That's an old joke from an elder friend from a Squamish Nation, Bob Baker, who I love and miss very much. He runs on what we like to call Indigenous time often, and I cannot blame him because he loves to talk, and I love hearing it. But he always comes in and says, "Hello, this is the earliest I've ever been late," and it's usually about half an hour behind schedule, and I love that about him. What an amazing event so far, and we are just getting started. I cannot wait, because now we're gonna start the music. Woo! We have the theme of community here at Two Rivers, and we're coming into this territory as guests. And there is a lot of cool art and culture that happens in so-called Salmon Arm and so-called this territory. And we have partnered as a part of the community with a very special company who does music festivals called, maybe you've heard of it, the Salmon Arm Roots and Blues Festival, right? Yes. They've been a solid support for arts around here, and I cannot wait. Hopefully one day I have a day off where I can come enjoy the music festival. But we've partnered up with the Salmon Arm Folk Music Society, presenters of the Roots and Blues, and they've actually curated a couple of their favorite Indigenous artists that they like to work with at the Salmon Arm's Roots and Blues Festival. And they've actually sponsored them, so they're the ones who kind of hired them. They chose them to grace our stage with their presence. And I'd like to invite one of our dear friends and family, Mr. Kenton Thomas, to come up and say a few words about a wonderful organization. And he's a wonderful storyteller, and I want him to introduce one of his artists that they have chosen for us today. Please give it up for my friend Kenton.
Cooks Jam, Joshua. How's everyone doing today? Ma'a, right? Ma'a, what a great day. Hey, You know, the great thing about collaboration and partnerships is that you always get to see such beautiful things happening, what they're doing, what you're doing, and how we can put it together and make such a wonderful partnership. So last year we brought you guys the Spring Winds, and we had a wonderful day, and we presented Dallas Arcan and a whole bunch of other artists, including Malaman Collective. We had such a great day, and we wanted to continue it. But Two Rivers said they were coming here as well, so we said, what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to partnership with them, and we're going to make a collaboration. That's exactly what we did. So we brought together Salmon Arm Roots and Blues, Salmon Arm Folk Music Society, and the Two Rivers Remix. And the way that I found out about the Two Rivers Remix is I was driving across the bridge one day, and I saw this big music festival happen down in the Kamloops Powell grounds. So I said, oh, what is that all about? So I drove down there, and I said, what an incredible festival. They had like 40 plus bands. Who does that? Two Rivers Remix. Let's give a big hand for Two Rivers Remix. Mika Morgan, Joshua, all the whole crew. And let's give a big round of applause for all the cooks. Yes. So before I get too wordy, I just want to introduce this next artist to you. Jeremy Nisha from Kamloops. I came across this guy last year at the commemoration for the Little Shoe Shop Lake Band's fire. And when I heard him and I saw the immense talent that he has, I was like, you gotta come to Spring Winds. You gotta come to the Salmon Arm Roots and Blues Festival this summer. So without any more words, without any more adulation, I would like to introduce a dear friend of mine, Jeremy Nisha. Let's give it up for Jeremy Nisha, everyone.
Waked everyone. Waked up. Jeremy Nisha Quest from the Kamloops to Secwepemc. I traveled here like Cruella de Vil, trying to beat Google's prediction for how late I was gonna be. And I made it on time, so I'm here. I'm gonna start us off with a Johnny Cash tune. Hey, get ready. When you get the blues, come on, get ready. When you get the blues, better rock and roll, feeling in your bones, put taps on your toes, and get going, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, the little shoe-shine boy never gets slowed down, but he got the dirtiest job in town, building low at the people's feet on a windy corner of the dirty street. I asked him what shine my shoes, how to keep from getting the blues. He grinned as he raised his little head about shoe shine rag, and then he said, when you get the blues, come on, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, you know a jumpy rhythm makes you feel so fine. It'll shake all the troubles from your worried mind. Get a rhythm. When you get the blues. so wipe the sweat away. So I'm not a little boy to be working that way. Said I like it with a big rock grin. Kept on popping and he said again, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, it only costs a dime, just a nickel a shoe. It does $1 million worth of good for you. Get a rhythm. When you get the blues. Thank you very much. Cook's Gem to everybody who's here, and the staff and the volunteers and the people who are making this look and sound so great and taking such good care of us. And Cook's Gem to all of you for being here today and making this as special as it can possibly be. And I'm honored to be part of the celebrations today. And yeah, I'm just gonna make a little bit of noise till somebody tells me to stop. And I appreciate you being here. Oop, hang on. In tune. She broke down and she let me in. She took me back to where I'd been. I've been there one time, I've been there 2 times. Never going back again. You don't know what it means to win. Come back and see me again, if you can. I've been there one time, been there 2 times. Never going back again. Never going back again. Never going back again. Thank you. All right. This is one of mine. It's called Thursday. It goes like this. out with you. When I'm waking up to a mid-morning brew. Yeah, we try to hit the grocery store before the day is through. Well, you know I love my Thursdays off with you. 'Cause your schedule's been changing. I don't hear you complaining. 'Cause there's no one at the grocery store on a Thursday afternoon. Where the traffic's moving steady and takeout's hot and ready. Well, you know I love my Thursdays off with you. And I'll settle up and I'll say, you know, I love my Thursdays off with you. 'Cause there's endless possibilities of dating-like activities. We could find a lake somewhere or someone else's pool. Or we could just stay here in bed and try to Netflix and chill instead. You know, I love my Thursdays off with you. Thank you so much, Cookschichum. And I'm so honored to be in the lineup with some amazing musicians that are going to be along. Haley Wallace, one of them, from Vancouver. I don't know if she's in the building yet or not, but she's got a voice that'll just melt ya. And of course, Jeremy Dutcher. If you have heard of him, if you haven't heard of him yet, you know, you're really in for a treat. He came through Kamloops about a month ago or a couple of months ago and played with the Kamloops Symphony Orchestra, a show there, or a series of shows. It was just amazing. And he's got a great name, too. Okay. I'm going to take us way down south on this next one. This is a Doc Watson tune. It's called Deep River Blues. times are better down there, I'm told. When I get my deep river blues. Well, let it rain, let it pour, let that rain fall a whole lot more. 'Cause I got my deep river blues. Let it rain on and on, let that rain fall all night long. 'Cause I got my deep river blues. I said I got my deep river blues. Yes, I got my deep river blues. We have fun. Thank you. Is everybody enjoying themselves? Okay, good. Again, a huge Cook Stretchum to all the organizers and staffs. These events do not just happen by themselves. They happen with countless hours and brainstorming sessions and meetings and Zoom interviews and all kinds of housekeeping kinds of things. And these people do it because they love it and they do such a great job. And I'm so grateful to be involved today. So yeah, how about a big hand for Two Rivers Remix? Cliche singer-songwriter thing. Wrote this one when I was in a darker place in my life. I began to see the light and I wrote a song about it. This one's called Catching Up to My Life. It goes like this. About deep, trying to get some sleep with the snow piling up in the street. And I was standing in line waiting on a sign, resenting conversations on repeat. And I was telling myself I was on the shelf, but my pride wouldn't let me look at my defeat. Myself again. And now everything's clear in the rearview mirror than the darkness that I used to be. Well, I was feeling strange, but not ready to change, obsessing over certainty. And I was admitting that I didn't know why I'm here or what I'm designed to be. So I lied to myself again. But now I'm catching up to my life, and I'm proud of its size and being. Thank you so much. All right, we're getting down to brass tacks here. I'm getting the sign that it's time for one more, if it's a long one. And one of the most embellished, lengthened songwriters in Canada, Gordon Lightfoot. He has a couple that I like. This is one of them. It's called Early Morning Rain. And I've had such a wonderful time keeping you company here. Thank you for having me. My name's Jeremy. I appreciate you so much. Like the Barbie movie, thank you for letting me play the guitar at you. And yeah, I so appreciate all of it, and all the staff being here. And yeah, enjoy the day. This is beautiful, and this is all for you. So make sure you appreciate every bit of it. Check out all the vendors. Make a new friend or 3. Get somebody's number. I don't know. Okay. Are we okay?
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, my beautiful relations, give it up for our own Jeremy Nisha. What a way to kick us off. Oh my goodness. No wonder why the Salmon Arm Folk Music Society wanted him so bad. Wow, looking like a mixture of Johnny Cash and Elvis up there, giving me a run for my money. I don't know what the heck is going on here. All right. We are moving along quite swimmingly. And the next artist I want to introduce, I met a couple of years back at one of our festivals. She is from a very amazing place off of the island, on another island off of the coast of so-called BC, called a Housit. And Natanis is her mother, who's been doing the food sovereignty work at the Confluence. We have Chief Rampinin and a family in the house. And to describe this artist is really difficult because she means a lot to me. Her voice is very, very important to us. She comes from a very strong family that does a lot of work for our people. Her brilliance and her artistry you will see very, very clearly. And you will experience the voice of her people very, very clearly as well. It kind of makes me regret not bringing a drum kit because she also rocks. And her music is definitely some blues-inspired, old-school rock and roll, and she has the voice of, I don't know, like a blues legend or something like that. And she just has some soul, what I like to call some soul. And I won't take up too much time because she's going to tell you a story about her. So, Two Rivers, Splatsin, please give the warmest welcome to my very good friend and family member, Hasatuk. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I said the warmest welcome for my friend Hasatuk. Thank you so much.
Uklasish Hasatuk, MT Kelila Rampanin, Histakshik Sahuzarush Kismat, Yosuminina Hewan, Klayahuas Nachusiheth. My name is Kelila. My Nuchanoth name is Hasatuk, which means loud voice in Nuchanoth. I'm happy to be here and to play some songs. I'm a little bit sick, so it might be a little bit raspier than usual. But yeah, as you probably seen, my whole family, half my family's here. But they've been, yeah, it's a family affair. Every time we come to these confluences or Two Rivers, it's the whole family. So it's been really beautiful to be part of this. Yeah, so I guess I'll just share a song. This is called Miklana, and Miklana in Nuchanoth means war cry. And this talks about the intergenerational traumas that our people have suffered through over the years, and colonization and all the hurt that our people have been through. But deep inside, we've always been warriors, and we always are going to be warriors. So that's what this song speaks about. Are we getting some guitar? Maybe a little bit in the monitors. You know what, we'll do it a cappella. Unakik na we wak, te kamit ha kwak, le maksti, ya kwa wa ish, kuising chik lufkin, chakuk pia. What's a clean we wak? Wiki shot his love cool. We was love king Chloe. Uya sugna azukwachi. There was a time women were treasured, not just for pleasure, supposed to protect her. Spirits were shattered in a million directions. No more protection, just an obsession. What's a clean we walk? Wiki shot his love cool. We was love king Chloe. Uya sugna azukwachi. Warriors and whalers, ancestral connections. No more direction, a million more questions go unanswered, leave my mind aching. I won't be forsaken, mine for the taking. Hey little girl, I need your attention. Repair the connections with love and intention. Now you are the warrior, yeah, you are the one. With you as a weapon, we've already won. He-oh, 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 he-oh. What's up, clean we walk? Wiki shot his love cool. We was love king Chloe. Uya sugna azukwachi. Uya sug stuffing. Find your warrior within. Uya sug stuffing. Find your warrior within. True. I hear the guitar now. Okay, yeah, thank you. I've been making music for a long time. I counted earlier when I was in the green room, and this is gonna be my 17th year of writing music. I, at a very early age, I was about 8 years old when I first picked up the guitar. I'd always been around music. I grew up listening to our traditional songs, and but when I was 8, I knew for sure that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to make music. This is the way that I wanted to share my message and things that were important to me that I wanted to get the word out. And so my dad sat with me and taught me the couple chords. That's all it took. And then I took off and tried to write as much songs as I could. This next song is called Kingfisher. And we'll see how my voice does on this one, but this song speaks to a story that happened in my territory. I come from a house on the west coast of Vancouver Island. And this song speaks to a historical event that took place when a boat called the Kingfisher came into our inlet. And on board that ship was a captain and his few men, a crew, coming into trade. He took on board a man and his wife, and he separated the two, and he abused the woman. And once they were done, they sent them on their way, and the man and his wife came back to our community and told the chiefs what had happened on that ship. And so our chief retaliated and sent out his best warriors to go and kill everyone on ship and sink that boat. So that speaks to this story. I could feel my voice going on that one. This next one is called Huni. And Huni in Nuu-chah-nulth means drift whales. The Nuu-chah-nulth people we were very unique people on the coast because we were whalers. Not many people along the west coast were whalers, but we prided ourselves on going out into the ocean, and that was our main source of food. And so because of that, our people were trained from a very young age on how to hold their breath and also in a very spiritual way, because we believe that some of our most powerful wailers were our hakum, our wailing chiefs, our female wailing chiefs. And they held such a strong power and spiritual connection to the wail that they were one and the same. And we have stories that our women would condition themselves for a long time and spend a lot of time praying and calling. They would have the ability to call these wails upon to the shore, to have them to offer themselves. So this song speaks to that connection. And yeah, Huni. With precision through ancient eternal waters, the ebb and flow, a moonlight glow, tides rise with the tears of a daughter. Gentle voice shadows silent night skies as the moon hangs helplessly above. Her words are said, her tears are shed, lonely prayer in search of love. Your cooks I have love, I have pain. Your cooks were 2 and 1 in the same. A search for love across the sea. I ache for you, so come to me. Her words they echo and ride the waves. Her voice once strong begins to fade. I hear your call, I feel your pull. The stormy seas I won't let go. Her love will find a way across the sea. Bond so strong and meant to be. The moon shines bright and lights the way. Whisper when you can hear her say, your close I have love, I have pain. Your close we're 2 and 1 in the same. A search for love across the sea. I ache for you, so come to me. The sea goes rough with the wind and waves. A voice once strong begins to fade. I hear your call, I feel your pull. Through stormy seas I won't let go. Her love will find a way across the sea. A bond so strong and meant to be. The moon shines bright and lights the way. Whisper when you can hear her say, your cooks I have love, I have pain. Your cooks were 2 and 1 in the same. Search for love across the sea. I ache for you, so come to me. Yeah, so like I've always used music as my vessel to talk about different issues, and one that I was really passionate about. This song I wrote when I was quite young. I remember I was 11 years old, and we lived out in the bush in our traditional territory in a place we call Cedar Bay. And right across the way was a mountain called Chitapi. And Chitapi in our language was, for our people, was a very spiritual, significant spot. This is where our ancestors would go and prepare for battle and train for war. And this mountain was being proposed by Imperial Metals, which is a company that was involved in the biggest mining disaster in Canada, just over in Williams Lake in Mount Polly. And I remember at the age of 13, I witnessed that firsthand too, and I went up there and I saw the people and how devastating it was to their homelands. And it really just ignited this fire in me, and knew that no matter what, I wasn't gonna allow this mine to go through in our mountain. And so at a young age, I wrote this song, and it went through many changes, but the core of the song always remained the same. And I would go, and I would take a boat out of the bush, and we'd go to Vancouver, and my mom would take me to rallies and protests outside Imperial Metal's office in Vancouver, and I'd just have my little guitar, and I'd sing this song. So this is Chitapi.
Tears fall like a fountain, preparing her sons for a bloody battle. The earth beneath the feet begins to rattle. The sky gets darker, cleansing rain. Clouds burst open, blue skies once again. Chitapi, your name echoes through the ages. Upon the shore, graffitied with the casualties of war. Violence replaced silence. Silence returns to violence. She turns away, she can't take no more. Disputing trapped in stormy shore. Through the ages, Chitapi, the mountain where the ocean rages. Future, present day. She stands majestic, silent, entryway. Revenues, investors wanna strip her. Imperial Metals wants her gold and copper. Yet she still stands strong defiantly. If you wanna mine my mountain, well, you're gonna have to go for me. Through the ages, echoes through the ages. Chitapi, the mountain where the ocean rages. Chitapi, crying out to be set free. This next one is called Higher and Higher. And this song is about climate change.
Again, I wrote this because living on the land, it gave us a very unique upbringing. And so we were very much like, that's all we could, that was our fun, was just going out, watching the animals, seeing the changes. But in my lifetime, we've noticed quite a big change, and quite fast. Our summers growing hotter, wildfires die off of our low tides and our salmon because of the heat. And so I dedicated a lot of my work to climate change advocacy and work, because our people are the first ones to feel these effects. And it took me to a lot of places in the world and talking in these big spaces with heads up in governments, and it's such a weird feeling, and it's so displaced and just doesn't feel right. But this is about that experience. Okay. This next one is called Wild and Free, and this is another one. This is another one that I wrote quite a long time ago. And this one speaks about fish farms. That's a big issue that we have in my territory. They're taking Atlantic salmon in our oceans and they're farming it in the Pacific. And what happens in these pens, they grow really quick and really fast, and they get infected with sea lice and other diseases. And as our wild salmon come through to spawn in our rivers, they're being infected with these parasites and dying before they come to full maturity. And this is an issue that's been in our territory for quite a while, and it's sad to see that some people find that that's our only means for money and jobs. But we don't know the full effects yet of what that looks like. And so this song refers to that connection that we have to the salmon. We're salmon people. All up into the rivers here, salmon is such a universal thing for all of us. And we know and respect how much that food gives us life. And we have many teachings of sharing that respect back to them so that they may come in more and more numbers. But I feel like a lot of our people have lost those teachings, and we've lost that respect. But we, us and the salmon are very connected in that way. So this is Wild and Free. Thank you, everybody, for having me. I'm Satuk. My album's gonna come out eventually, so just keep an eye on it. Chew.
Splatsin, keep it going! Oh my goodness. Keep it going, keep it going. You can leave that right there. Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. Do you see what I mean? See what I mean? You know, I keep telling Mr. Willie Thrasher that there's blues legend Willie Thrasher. Oh my goodness, every time I see him. But I think I'm gonna have to say, there's rock and roll legend Hasatuk from now on. So keep it going for her one more time. Please, and please, 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 please. Ooh. We're gonna keep rolling right along here. The next artist I would like to introduce is one of Two Rivers' closest friends and dearest family. He's been with us for quite some time. I had the pleasure of meeting him 2 Confluences ago, thought he was the coolest thing ever, and thought he was just, pardon my French, just a badass. And he had what I thought was the coolest name ever, and I'll tell you it in a second. But I actually saw this artist last December in a very interesting venue in so-called Vancouver, so-called area, called the Anvil Centre. It's in New Westminster, and it's more like a theater. And so him and his trio was in this kind of black box theater, and it was just 3 of them. They looked very spaced out, and there might have been about 30-something people in the audience, and he had just been on tour. And it was in this weird venue that is not necessarily a music venue, but it was a very intimate kind of look at his artwork. And actually, after seeing that, it actually inspired me to inspire the format of this event today, because he gave us a very deep dive look into his songs and into his artistry that I've never actually seen before. And he is a very, very important voice for his people, and he is true blue community gentleman. Also, again, pardon my French, Auntie, a badass. And he is one of Two Rivers' favorite people to work with. And it was because of his showcase at the Anvil Centre, which made us want to have our artists tell their story. And I can't wait for him to tell you his story. I'm going to butcher his new name, so I'm not even going to try. So I'm going to pull a 90s thing here and introduce somebody. The artist formerly known as Saltwater Hank.
Sweet. Why? Guitar in my monitor, please and thank you. That's good. Cool. Waiwa. Well, this is the second time that I'm going to be performing under this new moniker. Gam Simon is what I've changed into. Because Saltwater Hank was the last English thing remaining in my musical world. So, and as you'll see if you haven't seen me before, unless you're Dimsien Samailak speaking person, you're not going to understand a word what I'm going to be saying, which is good. Will uplugal tim rodi will watkadan alep ailagam, because from our hearts is where our language lives, is from. From Watk in some Ailak language means literally where your name comes out of and where you were originally from. That's the same thing. So, Ramksamon, that Willuk Spetska Galau, Diwam Lachskigu, na wabst gaat kwaad, die wil die, at a lachin, die wil toru. Heel de wil negetke, wil toch torre, machlachatla. At get chatla, at a taskiu, at a absolute rolling all nism that sir gyawan. Tum to the glimiu dagua. And for those of you who don't understand my language, I just said hello. First one here is called Ni Willa Wild. Thank you all so much. So now is the part where I gotta tell you what I said, or else you're gonna be like, oh, that song made me feel this thing, which is fine. You can do that. I had somebody say that one of my songs made them feel like they seen a fire-breathing dragon that had just consumed a massive bong rip and was torching a castle. So that's not exactly what I'm going for, but I'll take it, I guess. It's kind of fun to hear other perspectives in the world. That one was Niula Wild, Niula Lo Slag, you get that. That's what the people say when they're teaching. The old people back home, Niula Wild means that's how it goes, that's how it happens. So when I'm conversing with my best friends, which all my best friends are all between the ages of 75 and 95 back home. When they're telling all about, our protocols and our teachings and stuff to me in Samailach, then after they're done, they say, Niula Wild. So that's what that song is all about. It's about the Samikisk, as well as the Samikisk is a special bird that tells us when the salmon berries are ripe. It's also about our harvesting protocols for the seaweed, where we have to go pick it at a certain time, and then after that we can't do certain things during that time, like pick cedar bark, or else it'll come and rain. Or there'll be moisture in the air. There'll be all kinds of, stuff that we can't dry seaweed on the rocks in. That kind of weather is what I mean. And it's really funny because you say this all the time, that, and it's all across the board with Indigenous folks. We've known a lot of these things for a very long time, but then, the bright-eyed, new to the world, maybe sometimes kind of annoying little youngest sibling known as the science comes in and they say, oh, guess what? Did you know that I found that when you pull cedar from a tree, it actually releases this chemical into the air from its leaves, and then it brings all of this moisture all around, and especially if there's multiple pullings in a certain area, then it can kind of create this microclimate. And it's like, you're so cute. Yeah. Anyway, this song is about picking berries. It's a delicious thing to do. It's also including a word that's one of my favorites in our language, chkapisk. When you chkapisk, that's when you go out and get lots of berries, but you come back with an empty basket and maybe purple lips. In this song I say kanilach chkapisku. That means I'm continually doing that. I'm not very good at berry picking. I just fill my gullet. And another phrase in this one is tchalgabu na imru. That's when I'm just about eating my whiskers. That's what we say when something tastes really good. Fescu. Don't give a name, you. There you go. Okay, I gotta rewind a bit because I realize you don't really know where I came from. But if you've seen things like this that I have on my head on display here for you to see, this is an identifier piece. Tells you where I come from. My nation is the one who invented this weaving style, known as Tsilkat. And we are the Tsimshian people. We, since time immemorial, have owned and occupied a large portion of the northwest coast. We're neighbors, yeah. Oh yeah. We're neighbors with the Haidis, the Tlingit, and the Nisqa, and the Giksan. Yeah. So that's where I come from, and my new artist name, Pamksamon. Pamksamon is when we're having a big storm on the ocean, and the winds are really powerful, and it's a weather that we don't go out in, and it's when twisters form on the ocean, and the salt water kind of sprays up into the air in a cyclone. Water spout, I guess, is what they say in English. That's what Kamksamon is. So we have a lot of that in some Ailak language, where it takes a really long time to tell you what it is in English, but it's just 3 syllables in our language. Just like Chapisk, the last song about the eating of the berries and not getting them in your basket. So the next song is, it pays tribute to a teaching, lots of teachings that I received from my uncles about the seal. Back home, we use the seal, we harvest the seal for meat and for its oil, for its skin, the whole thing. And we've been doing that, I would say, forever, but there was a time where it started, and I'm going to tell you about the time that it started, and it ties into the whole song. And it has to do with the supernatural world, and I'm really, really happy that us as people, Tsimshian, not only Tsimshian, but with all the indigenous people are not shy to talk about the supernatural world anymore, because, you know, so long ago we weren't able to do that, especially in public. But now we can. So I'm very happy to do that here and today. So, a long time ago, we used to be able to go in between worlds. Some people are gifted enough now that they still can. And what happened was there was a lot of hunger on the coast in our territory. So we had to find something else to eat. So we sent somebody down into the bottom of the ocean. They went to the village of the Ula. That's what we call seal. Seal is Ula. So this person, they traveled down there, and they met with the Simgiget. That's the high-ranking people, the matriarchs, the chiefs of the seal village. And when they went down there was all these house fronts just like ours, the big cedar house fronts that are painted with big crest designs, but it was all seals. And then entering into the house, all the people standing around their fire were appeared as human, and their regalia was all seal designs. So they had a meeting, and they said, we need to use your meat because our people are starving in our world. And the seal, leaders got together, and they discussed it, and they said, okay, we can do this for you, but there's conditions. We have to be respected. And the way that you show respect when you're hunting for us is we have to show ourselves out of the water with our shoulders out. We're looking, and that's when you can shoot us. And otherwise, you can't. If we're laying on the rocks, we're not ready to go. So they said, well, what's going to happen if we do make that mistake? And the seal people said, your canoe will capsize. That's what they call. Your canoe will capsize at a yeah, that's what they call a big wind. When the big wind comes in, yeah, that's what they call to wash the blood from the rocks and, capsize the boat. So that's what we call canoe. So they agreed. And they went back up to the human world and they said, we can go out hunting seal, but we have to teach every generation of seal hunters these protocols. And if they don't follow them, we'll be in big trouble. There's death and all this kind of stuff that comes with it. So, now that I'm finished on that big story, I gotta take a drink of this wonderful resource of water. Huh? So this song is called Qawo Ula. Qawo, it means to hunt on the ocean. Oh, you're sitting in. Thank you. Okay. Keeping on that note about supernaturals. So, a really interesting thing that I get to do, you know, aside from just play music and do what I love and things like that, traveling around, is getting to talk to people and see different places and audiences, especially the audiences, you know, how they respond to things. So, you're about to be a part of my own personal and private social experiment where I introduce this song. It might make you a little, uh-oh, I hope I don't do the wrong thing. You'll just do exactly what you're going to do. So this next song is about a supernatural being that exists back home that is very normalized. That's called Baos. Baos in all down the coast is the same name. Little variation. Baos, Bakwus, Bakwes. They're all the same. They're the wild person of the woods, a giant, usually 8 feet tall or something like that. But they're all over the place. And, you know, I was just wonder, in each place, you know, there's a different relationship with that being. And for us, I'll tell you about it in a minute, but is there anybody here that's ever had an experience with that? Or seen one? Not really, eh? Maybe. Yeah, okay, there's one. Yeah, see, it really is different from place to place. You see, I played in Alert Bay, and I've played in Sointula, both those places. Lots there. And when I introduced this song and I asked that question, anybody had experiences with Baos or Bakwus as it is there, everybody's just like nodding their head like, yeah. So, yeah, anyway, it's also just like part of my own personal research project of where they're at in places, you know, just like a population survey of Baos. Something like that. I'm just making that shit up on the spot. I don't actually have a research project about them. You can't. There's some crazy guy, and I think his name's Todd Standing. He's like tried to do a documentary on them, and it's like, bro, you're not gonna film them. They're way too powerful. And they have these Sasquatch conventions, which are really hilarious. People are just like, yeah, I'm gonna get the photos. No, man, you're not. I've seen them. I've seen it. I tried. I actually tried on Galaxien, the Siskina River, where I come from. I seen one, and it was just walking along the riverbank. I seen it with my coworker. It was broad daylight, undeniable that this giant, covered in black hair creature was walking along the river. And I thought I had this, you know, a really ego check. These things are teachers. I had a real ego check. I thought, me, of all people in the world who have tried to capture this supernatural on camera, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be the first one. Pull out my phone, and I'm like, you see that, to my coworker who's driving? I'm like, you see this? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I push the button. Nothing happens on my phone. I think, wow, what the hell? Open and close the camera app. Push it again. Nothing. I zoom in. Clear as day. I can see it in my, you know, what do you call it, phone? Smartphone. Dumb thing. Press the button. Nothing happens. I turn it around. Take a selfie. Works. I take a picture of the mountain. Works. Go back to Baos. Doesn't fucking work. So I'm like, okay, I'm not special. Damn. So anyways, this is a song called Baos. And in it, I say, Gilom oyu dalep, which in my language says, don't throw rocks at me. Because that's what they do. Tobique's the news. All right. Yeah, so the bias to us is still kind of, you know, we're having to do two things at once. You know, so many land back is happening, which is great. I'm 10 out of 10 excited for that with our people all over Turtle Island. But yeah, with the Botwas, we have to be mindful of their territories, which is very interesting. I was talking to some Cowichan folks down in Duncan. They have the same thing where their territories exist. Certain sides of the river you can't go. Certain parts of the mountain you can't hunt because that's where their territory is. And we have oral histories that go back thousands of years that talk about potlatching with them, going to potlatch with the Botwas and coming to an agreement. This is your territory, this is ours. Cool, done. You know, when it would be so nice and easy if it was that way with the corporation business of Canada. Boo. Anywho, I don't have too much time left, so I'm gonna roll through these. I want to get them out. This is actually really fun. I don't usually do this. I usually am in a three-piece rock band with lots of distortion and loudness. But I always liked growing up as a kid seeing the MTV Unplugged. So this is Two Rivers Remix Unplugged. It's pretty fun. This is a song about drift netting for salmon.
Maxi.
Lisa Newsom. Yeah, so in that one I say, Woody Hoyer an ons a Guinzitu an onu. La tapayu na adu. And that means my own hands look like that of my great grandmother's when I'm pulling in the net. And you know, my great grandmother, I get a lot of inspiration from her. She was a matriarch of the clan in which I sit, the Lochskeek, the Eagles. Very high-ranking woman, very tough. She used to pull, for those of you that know, like salmon fishing, she used to pull both the lead line and the cork line at the same time, and she was like, 5 foot nothing, little short stature, Tsimshian woman, and pull the cork and the lead at the same time while taking fish off. That was, she earned the nickname Grandma Billy, because she worked so hard. So that's who I'm talking about in this song, and I'm lucky that I get to continue to do that. I did it for the first time last year because I was like, solo. I've done it with lots of help before, with a crew, but I wanted to step into great-grandmother's shoes for a second. Well, actually, not shoes because she didn't really wear them. But yeah, it's fucking hard to pull that net like that. I was gassed. Anyway, oh yeah, we got 6 minutes left, so I'm gonna just rip right through these ones. Why, what? Yeah, so I gotta say before we go into the last ones that a blugo doix at Newsom, Cookscham, Tobique Masai, all of the thank yous, and to the people that make Two Rivers happen, which is a really big team, really big family. Yeah, these events are just so damn cool, and I'm really grateful to be a part of them. Anyways, this is a song you'll have to ask me later because it's 5 minutes to the end, but it's a song about another supernatural. It's a shapeshifter called the Watsa, the river otter. Awesome. Thanks. All right. I should mention you should check out the merch table. I've got LPs and hoodies and compact discs. So yeah, there, I got that over with. I don't like that part of the whole thing. Please buy my shit, because I'm kind of poor. Not really, actually. I'm really rich right now. I just spent the last 4 days on the Skeena. I've pulled out 800 pounds of ulican, which I'm gonna make into grease. Yeah. So, yeah, richest guy on the coast right now. So yeah, you don't need to buy my shit, never mind. Rich in ulican grease is very different from the money system. Anyways, this last one that I'm gonna show you is a little bit of something I've enjoyed being a part of a project of like, it's kind of like musical archaeology. We're taking back all these old songs that have been living in wax cylinders and in hard drives and CDs and records all in the museums. So what we're doing is getting them together, finding the people who they belong to, if they do belong to a particular clan or like matriarch name or things like that, and translating them, transcribing them both English and Semitic, and then giving the finished bit to the people so that these songs can live again. So the song that I am about to sing is something that we haven't found the owner to, because there's no labeling whatsoever. But to me, my guess is that it was a salmon honoring song, but to do with a supernatural, because there's this straight beat that you hear a lot. We use that back home, but there's another beat that pertains to when you're talking about a supernatural being, and that goes like this. It's a 5 beat, and that's in this song. So what the song says is put around a bunch of the jelly that comes from boiling fish heads and stuff like that, when there's a cartilage bit that comes on the top once the soup cools. Lay around the collars of a salmon collars in the middle, but put the jelly around it to give to the one who's going to eat this salmon that I have. That's all it says. So, this is going to be my last number. I'm Gump Samoan, and it's been a pleasure to sing and story to you all today. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Keep it going for Gongsimon. Close enough? I got it. I've been asking him for months how to pronounce his new name, because I like the old one a lot, but the reason why he changed it is so much better than an English name. So keep it going one more time for Gongsimon. All right. In the spirit of community, we're going to kind of keep rolling things along here. But first, I want to just shout out a couple of things. If you're feeling unwell, if you want to talk about art, if you need anything that is first aid related, we have Autumn in the back. She's a wonderful artist, beautiful member of the Two Rivers family, right at the back, right at the entrance of the doors. So please don't hesitate to utilize her. Give her a round of applause. Please and thank you. Keeps us safe. We need somebody with first aid because we have big, heavy stuff here. And so if anybody has any sort of things, she kind of looks after us on the crew. And so we thank her for that. We also have our merch table, the Two Rivers merch table over there. Cullen over there in the red. Woo! Give him a round of applause. We have our marketing manager, Brianna, over there running the show. In the spirit of, this marathon day, we want to keep you here as much as we can. We understand that it's a very long day. We are having some food prepared for the community, brought to you, donated by one of our team members' companies. We will let you know when that is ready, sometime at dinner time. So it's not Mush 'em and Cook 'em dinner time, which is usually right about now. It'll be in a little while. And we'll let you know when that is, and we'll give you lots of time to prepare, and I'll say a few words about that. In the meantime, if you are looking for a little bit of a refreshment, we do have our first ever Two Rivers concession stand over there. So we have pop and chips and little snacks and stuff like that. And if you're gonna pay by card, everything's $2. And if you're gonna pay by card, you have to buy two things, so it'll be $4. $1 for each direction, if you know what I'm talking about. I think so. We also have our beautiful vendors. Please go and talk to the vendors. Please buy some things. Support the local community. We love having them over there. We also have Jeremy. We have 3 Jeremys today. One of them was Gongsimon. And he has some merch. He has some LPs, like I said, with his new album. He has some hoodies and some things for sale. And he would love to have a chat with you about his artwork. He had the coolest jacket on. He'll probably take that off soon. He's going to go back to Clark Kent after being Superman. Another thing I want to shout out, if you notice right behind you, there's an orange screen just kind of doodling around right there. We've actually, for the Confluence, had a graphic recorder. And for those of you who don't know what a graphic recorder is, it is somebody who takes notes using pictures. And so they draw and write and color and create artwork on the spot based on what is happening on the stage. And pretty soon, as soon as it is ready, we are going to present their work on our website, which is currently it's up, but we're actually going to be redesigning our website into a much more user-friendly version that gives more explanation to who we are as a company very, very soon. What else? There's a couple other shout-outs I have to make. Accompanying our first 2 confluences, our first 2 events, we've had elders' councils, and it was our jobs to listen. And we have a lot of our elders in the house today. And it is through their guidance that we get to do the work that we get to do. And so I just want the entire Splatsin community right now just to honor these beautiful individuals who are giving us their guidance. And so if you can give the warmest welcome and the warmest appreciation for the Two Rivers Remix elders, Please. Oh, there's one right there. Aha! All right, thank you so much. Okay, we're gonna get moving right along with a special presentation just before we get to our first kind of full band type thing. We've had, you've seen them once today already, but there are beautiful family from the south representing the condor in the eagle, condor and quetzal. And they've been traveling with us for a couple of years. We love having them. They do such amazing work, and I said this before, but they're actually partners. And this is what I truly believe that true love might look like. Just because they're very spiritual people, and they dance together, and they do culture and ceremony together. And they might have inspired me, my cold, jaded heart, to once again believe in love. So if you join me in a very warm Splatsin welcome, once again, to Anna and Leo. Keep it going for Anna and Leo. Oh. Wow. I always forget how awesome they are, especially when they do it together. We're just going to invite our next people up real quick. I'm going to talk for a little bit. Come on up, guys. Just do your line checks here. So, very special guest. This is the second part of our partnership with the Salmon Arm Folk Music Society. Again, they do the Roots and Blues Festival. This is their second contribution to the afternoon/evening in what we're calling the Spring Winds Showcase. And it is a little glimpse at the Salmon Arm Folk Music Society's favorite Indigenous artists. And it just so happens that they're also one of Two Rivers' favorite Indigenous artists. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Oh my goodness. You guys, you have no idea what you're in for. So buckle up. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, Haley Wallace.
You're
Mexika, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be back. Again, my name is Haley Wallace. I'm from the Kitasoo Nation of Klemtu, British Columbia. That's a small reserve up on the coast of BC. And yeah, I grew up singing for my community, and my community has a population of 300 people. It's really isolated and small. So being able to come and perform for you guys really feels like home, and this is like my safe place. So guys, thank you so much for having me. I'm so grateful. And that song that you just heard was called Not That Serious. And I wrote that as a reminder to myself, and hopefully to reminder to other people, like, we don't need to take life that seriously. Like, we can have fun sometimes. Mind you, the rest of my set, some of it can get really emotional, and I do take things seriously. But yeah, again, thank you. This next song is called Ride the Wave.
Surround
Jessica, thank you. This next song is called Feel Too Much, which is pretty self-explanatory, and I think if you guys ever get the chance to listen to my album, it's an emotional roller coaster, and I think all of us can agree that's basically 100% of the population that experiences that. So this song is really about like feeling too much, and that's okay. And life's full of highs and lows, and thank you for coming on this journey with me and allowing me to share my music with you. Yeah, this is Feel Too Much.
Deep inside, my heart has been afraid to speak my mind. In a world I wanna change, I've seen the lies, and that is why I feel this pain. Why I feel this pain. Whoa, no turning back. I'm trying to break the mold, the darkest path with a fire in my soul. I thought I had so many ways to go, so many ways to go. But I can't say the words, 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 words. 'Cause every day it hurts, hurts, hurts. 'Cause I feel too much, I can't let go, yeah. I feel too much inside my soul, yeah. I feel too much. This world is cold and it's weird. Way on here, without a friend. I used to think I was alone. I'd stay in bed where the clouds are filled with bones. Was on the edge, and the world became so cold. The world became so cold. Whoa. So I pretend I would hide within my soul. I lost respect. I was tired with no control. But when I forget that I would want to let it go, want to let it go. But I can't say the words, 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 words. 'Cause every day it hurts, hurts, hurts. 'Cause I feel too much, I can't let go, yeah. I feel too much inside my soul, yeah. I feel too much. This world is cold and it's weird. Way on here, the medicine runs in my veins. That's why I know I'll be okay. I reminisce back to those days, remembering that I will change. But I can't say the words, 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 words. I can't let go, yeah. I feel too much inside my soul, yeah. I feel too much. This world is cold and it's weird. Way on here, I feel too much. I can't let go, yeah. I feel too much inside my soul, yeah. I feel too much. This world is cold and it's weird. Way on here.
Jessica, thank you. And for you're wondering what Gaisika means, it means thank you in my language, the Kirisu Nation. This next song doesn't have a name, and it's also not released, but it's one of my favorites. And I wrote, the inspiration behind this song was traditional spirit baths, ocean dips, river baths. I know that we all have like our own variation. And it's super healing, and it's a huge part of my life. And I love the ocean, and it does so many beautiful things for my soul when I need it. Yeah, and I'm happy to share it with you guys today.
With me.
Thank you so much. I love sharing that one. This next song is called Coffee Cup. It was actually one of the first songs I've ever written, recorded, and released. I feel like I was a late bloomer in music. I had my kids quite young, so there wasn't a whole lot of time for creation. But once they got a little bit older and could be like more independent, I figured that was like a good time to take some time to myself and write some music. And Coffee Cup was the first one. And I wrote this song about mental health and just trying to pull myself out of a dark place, out of a funk, if you will. And to no surprise, it managed to help many other people, thankfully, as it did myself. So I hope you guys enjoy. Guys, you good. Thank you. Again, that was Coffee Cup. And maybe for those of you that just walked in, my name is Haley Wallace. And today I'm performing with a lovely band who I think right now would be a great time to introduce. I've been so fortunate to be able to work with these lovely humans for 2 years. But let's just start off with the beautiful Steph Jackson on guitar and backing vocals. And let's give it up for Brendan on the fun percussion. And we have Timothy Charman on the bass. Again, my name is Haley Wallace. This next song is also not released, and it's called Night Owl. Kaisiga, thank you so much for winding down to our last song of the evening. And this is also one of my favorites. It's also the title of my EP. And if you saw in the back, it was here earlier, I swear I'm not lying. It was a picture of, there it is. Thank you. This is the album cover. And Halulu in my language means butterfly. And I thought it was such a perfect fit for the album because writing this, I feel like I challenged myself and there was so much transformation and growth that went into this. And yeah, this one is called Halulu. Kaisiga, thank you so much for having me today. Thank you to the sound crew and all the volunteers, and thank you guys for being here. Let's give it up for the band one more time. We're good. I've been waiting for a long time, keeping to myself. In my dreams is where my heart flies, with nobody else. Are you a mystery, forever unknown? Just wanna live free, just wanna come home, hoping you give me something to touch on before my time is almost done. I've been looking at the sun, ready to fly up in the sky, to get those hallelujah vibes deep inside. I get those hallelujah vibes. It's been a while since I felt this way. You give me the butterflies, feeling all the love inside. You're running through my mind all day. Yeah, you do something to me. Yeah, you do something. It took some time. I had to grow, transform inside, so I can show my wings of light and hold you close. The colors of my heart, they glow just like the stars above in the sky, to get those hallelujah vibes deep inside. I get those hallelujah vibes. They call me butterfly, shining like the sun is mine, but trying to see the truth, but they say that love is blind. Waiting to find you, but all I do is run and hide. But when I think of you, I finally become alive. A lot of pain in the things I've said, but you never really care, so I sing instead. But in time we find these are the gifts you get. When the caterpillar rises, the wings will spread. Now I'm free to be a queen and explore my truth. The more I love, the more I do. Bored I was, ignore my views. A new self is born, transformed and grew. The shores I knew was the hidden passage, young and free. I was different back then. Here in the future, I'm living and laughing. I'm ready to find a mysterious magic. Forever unknown, just wanna live free, just wanna come home, hoping you give me something to touch on before my time is almost done. I've been looking at the sun, ready to fly up in the sky, to get those hallelujah vibes deep inside. I get those hallelujah vibes, ready to fly up in the sky, to get those hallelujah vibes deep inside. I get those hallelujah vibes. Thank you so much.
How was that? Holy macaroni, Haley Wallace. and her talented band. Oh my goodness. Amazing, amazing stuff. Oh, we are just heating up, ladies and gentlemen and beautiful friends. Right now, I wanted to let you know that our food is ready at your earliest convenience. If you are hungry, please go and take some. I have invited one of my dear friends, Elder Sally here, is going to say a quick prayer. But this meal for the community was donated very graciously and sponsored by Videa. Now, Videa's work addresses key international development issues, including decolonization, social justice, human rights, climate justice, and gender justice. Videa strengthens the environment where youth and communities globally have access to education, skills, and support necessary to take feminist leadership in developing their own sustainable solutions to gender equality, environment, Indigenous and human rights violations, and injustice. Videa strives to support and inspire others, especially Indigenous and underrepresented youth, to better understand global issues and issues of oppression, discrimination, systemic sexism, and colonialism. They want to use their power and voice towards more than just communities, and their work integrates intersectionality, gender, climate justice, and throughout this, centering the needs, experiences, and leadership of the most impacted by inequality, discrimination, and oppression. Videa is more than just a feminist organization. They are a women's organization. Please give it a round of applause right there. And it is their role as a feminist women's organization to create the conditions where the voices of those who identify as women, girls, gender diverse, and two-spirited LGBTQ+, and those with additional barriers, are brought to the center of conversations. Patashi, she's right there, give a wave, is a social inclusion coordinator in their home community of Tokemchi. I butchered it, I'm sorry. I owe her a Pepsi. Their goal is to create a safe, inclusive cultural space for Two-Spirits and LGBTQ+ youth. So today's community feast has been brought to you by Videa. Please give the warmest round of applause and thanks to this amazing organization, please. And thank you, Splatsin. And of course, we want to just always start every single thing off in a good way. And I want our beautiful resident elder, Sally, to just say a quick blessing for the meal that we're about to have. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Sally Lee. My spiritual name is Four Stone Woman. I'm from the Tlazden Nation, and I just want to ask you to rise so that I can share a prayer with you. But first, before I share the prayer, I just want to say Happy International Women's Day. Our elders taught us to respect our women. And today I see a lot of strong women standing before me. And I just raise my hands to all of you who are caregivers, who take care of your families, who work in the communities, who give so much of yourselves. Today is not just about you. Today, every day should be about you. Celebrate yourself and all the things that you do and how you walk on Mother Earth. And I know you guys are hungry, so I better get on with the prayer, right? Okay, so just close your eyes. And we take our breath so for granted. And every time I'm asked to share a prayer, I want you to connect with your breath of life. I'm going to ask you to take 4 deep breaths in and blow it out slowly. And I want you to just let things go that don't belong to you. Give it to Creator. So let's count them down. Take 1 deep breath in. Blow it out slowly. Give it to Mother Earth. It doesn't belong to you to carry. Take another deep breath in. Let it go. Give it to Crater. Give it to Mother Earth. It doesn't belong to you. Take another deep breath in. Blow it out slowly. Let it go. Give it to Mother Earth. You don't need to carry it anymore. Take one more deep breath in. Blow it out slowly. Let it go. Give it to Mother Earth. Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers, this is your granddaughter, Four Stone Woman, come to you in prayer. We just thank you for another day. Thank you for the breath of life. Thank you for the medicines that you provide for us each and every day in how to walk our sacred journey on Mother Earth, to be kind and gentle with our words, the things that we do and how we carry ourselves and how we lift each other up. We thank you for this gathering with the Two River Mix and all the beautiful artists that came together to share their story, to be the voice that some of us don't have, to tell our stories, to teach us, to learn from one another. Creator grandmothers and grandfathers, there's so many different ways that we can give those beautiful words and share them with one another. And I just thank you for the Two River Mix so that we're able to come to this gathering in this way. May we continue to lift each other up, and may we continue to have gratitude for Mother Earth and all that she provides for us each and every day, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the ones that swim, the ones that crawl, the ones that fly. We ask those that are struggling mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, that you wrap your loving, healing arms around them and help them to know that they're not alone. They can call upon the ancestors. They can call upon you, Creator, in anything that's going on with them. They can call upon you, and they can give it all to you, Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers. We just thank you for this beautiful food that was prepared for us. Help us to nourish our bodies and continue to walk this sacred journey in a good way. We just thank you for everything, Creator, grandmothers and grandfathers, for all that you do, all my relations. Oh,
Surprise. Oh, thank you so much, Sally. That was awesome. Okay, so we do have an action-packed evening for you. So I want this to be the shortest break because I don't want too much action, standing up action for the next artist into the next artist. So I'm just going to take the slightest pause for people to get in line, just so out of respect for our next artist who has a movement piece for you that you should not miss. So we're going to take the shortest hiatus ever of about 3 to 5 minutes. That is it, because again, we have to get rolling because our second half of our programming begins shortly. We'll be right back. Don't take too long because again, we got a real special evening in store for you for the second half of this special edition of the Movable Feast. Oh, good evening, Splatsin. I told you that was the shortest break ever. The reason why I wanted the shortest break is so that we can turn, while we're in line, since we kind of all got up and moved, if we can turn our attention to the front of the stage as we're waiting in line for the beautiful food, and welcome another one of our amazing family from the South, a beautiful movement artist, singer, songwriter, mover, shaker, and a wonderful spirit, and someone who we love to call part of the Two Rivers family, doing a very special presentation. So if I could get everyone's attention, please, and thank you. And turn your attention right to the front of the stage right here. And please give the warm Splatsin welcome to Judith Colibri.
Sikirisu bautaka kaita bata inuama akuna kekusata soy soti yasine Sikirisu bautaku Amani sumeka tata silutula ikatiko Sikirisu bautaka kaita bata inuama akuna kekusata soy soti yasine Sikirisu bautaku